Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We are playing more Yakuza Kenzan, which is the sort of entry 2.5 in the Yakuza franchise. We're jumping back in here. A reminder to everybody, this game was only ever released in Japan, so we're playing a Japanese copy of this game, and my Japanese is, let's say, far from 100% fluent, so where possible I will say what the characters are saying. Barring that, I'll say a truncated version. Barring that, I'll make up my own dialogue based on what I think they should be saying. Either way, it should be entertaining. Let's jump in it. So we don't have any stuff in the letterbox. I don't think we can run. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we can run when we're outside the house. In the Kiwami remakes, they have a run button. But I believe in Yakuza 1 and 2 on PS2, it used to just be like auto run. So like you can walk or run based on your movement of the stick. So we have this guy who has like info about the city, which I actually would like to go back to him for more stuff later. But I want to explore the town a little bit. I like the way he grabs his thing while he runs. Saying like, this center street is some amazing people on it. It's like, this is my first time here. I'm gonna switch to this sound layout as well. It might be a little loud, but we'll see. Oh, was that like a tutorial thing of like where I should go? I think they do that in Yakuza Kiwami as well. Let's see if I just stand still for a second. Yeah, so he's saying I have to go here and do these 3 jobs. So I forgot the name of the city that we're in here. Let's take a look. I have some notes. Gion. ギオンちょっと女たちには、にばっかり目が、いくかもしれ、へんけどそれを、これ、シエトロンは男たちなんやで So something like, you know, in this place of Gion, the women are kind of like, something like the women's eyes are always wandering, like looking out for stuff. And in support of that, there's plenty of men, something like that. I might be wrong about that. Saying, in these shops, they can pull in customers, and wakashu. I think he's saying that inside these shops, the men, I believe, are the ones who do the cleaning up, like the housework. Ageya, we already learned about that one. Wakashu. So, with this, in these kinds of businesses, they have male employees who they call, I believe, to do like random things, like bits of work. So it's your, so it's your, 取り席ているのが、番頭。 中てな。これなんてBanto saying people working at the shops, they're kind of responsible for like the number of like the position of the people who are in. They're responsible about the kind of like people who are inside their shop. So these people are in charge of you know, the money that sticks around. I wonder what that would mean though. It's like a head counting. They like keep track of like the head count. I think that's what that word's supposed to mean. Okami. Um, 違ってあんまり、見たない男たちだってしっかりイオンの中で働いとんのや。Welcome L Omega into the show. How'd you learn English? I'll tell you, it's a very long, arduous process of being an infant around English. Welcome into the show. Good stuff. So this guy's saying that I'm not sure what these women okami. Let's learn about them then. So at these kinds of shops, the female master, I guess, like it's women-owned businesses. 呼ばれる店の持ち主がいるが、so it's like a they'll call in these like so number one, it's a women-owned shop. Number two, people will call in these things to do stuff for them. I guess like calling in the employees from that shop. And they're sort of like administrators of this process that happens. Yeah, I don't feel like they're really explaining that much about what the role is in society though. Like I don't know what the shop does. I might just be not getting that part. So anyway, this guy is saying that these people, the okami, these ladies who own these shops, they don't really have the same kind of like discerning eye, and the men in this town are not maybe kind of like up to the same standard, something like that. あんたも楽しんで遊ぶことができませんね。So you're saying likeそいつらがあるから。So he's saying like sort of because of these people, like you can't really have as much fun around here or something like that. Like you can't. Yeah. I guess the fact that the quality standard of like that the selection of people is not really up to snuff. You can't really have as much fun around this town as many others. Oh, I love how the sound switches when you go to this part of the area. 本日の店はもう決まり saying like what kind of selection do they have at today at the shop? I love this. This is so cool. So we don't necessarily want to go to the business itself yet to do like the mission objective. It's interesting too that Yakuza Kenzan, this one, it is the first Yakuza game to make the gap, or to make the jump to PS3 after PS2. And I wonder if they wanted to get one of these kind of games out of the way, like a non-main numbered entry, so that they would like know what they're doing when they made Yakuza 3. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like how Naughty Dog sort of claimed that the reason they made the Last of Us remaster as a PS4 launch title was so that they would have all the tools properly attuned for when they made Uncharted 4. Which I think is a really cool idea. Hey guys praying at this shrine, I'm just gonna walk around here, sorry. Oh, look at that. Can I jump? What was that? I don't know how I did that. I guess I just fell off the ledge. These guys are playing something. A lot of detail, a lot of detail. It's crazy because, yeah, going from Yakuza Kiwami 2 to Yakuza Kenzan, it's actually a step backwards graphically, even though this was a major step forwards at the time, because it was going from Yakuza 2 on the PS2 to this game on the PS3. So you kind of have to put it through the lens of, like, this actually looking better than the previous game, which it still looks great. It looks like a fantastic game, but obviously Yakuza Kiwami 2 came out in, like, 2019. This came out in 2008, so it's, like, going from the remake to this, which is the original of the game, sort of a little bit. You gotta put on kind of like a glasses of understanding. It's my new RPG item. It's called the Glasses of Understanding. All right, so something on my phone here. Hold on a second. Okay, good. I don't know what that word's supposed to be. He's a man who is like maybe associated with this business. I'm not entirely sure. ここは道場。これ得るなら場所や。I think he's saying something like you know, this is like a back street or something like that, and sort of I'm just gonna guess he's saying like a little bit more of a dangerous place. I don't know what that word is he's trying to say. So how do I pull up the mini? Okay, clicking in the left stick will actually alternate our mini map. That's nice. Oh look, these are the ladies that were like doing their thing. Oh, that's really cool how she throws the flowers. Man. So we had the theory in the previous episode that this might be the past version of actual Kamurocho, because we saw somebody mention Kamuro. And I'm curious to know if, you know, as we keep playing, to find out if that is what it is, because that would be really cool. Kamurocho is Yakuza's kind of like fake version of Kabukicho, which is the place that I went when, you know, I was in Japan and showed you guys on the stream. So it would be cool if this is like the actual like past version of that, you know, a place that I know really well in real life. Oh yeah, look, that's how you get him to jump. He just jumps down from a ledge. Jump. Hold on a second. thought something looked off. All those kanji were backwards because we were looking at it from the other side. This is like Suiten something. It's like the Kingdom of Water is the first thing that they're talking about. I'm not sure what the rest of it is though. Something like the god of light, Lord of Light, and something else. Oh, can I go in here? What is this? Not really sure. Maybe like a paper store? It might say something leaves, like numbered leaves, which sometimes is used to demark paper or like postcards. ここは、料亭か。ただ、まだ準備中の様だ。I think he's saying this is the maybe they've like it's like a paid restaurant. But whatever he's saying I'm not ready to do this yet. It's interesting because, like, we've never played the one of Yakuza 2 that had Kiryu's voice actor in it, except for the remake. But now that I have a Japanese PS2, I could actually get the original Japanese version of Yakuza 2, and we could play the PS2 original with the Kiryu voice actor, which is kind of the best of both worlds. I would actually love to do that. I'm gonna write that down, actually. I should try and get my hands on a copy of Yakuza. The Japanese Yakuza for PS2. Wrote it down. Oh look, there's more performer people. The camera's a little weird in this. It kind of feels like a late game PS2 type camera, which would make sense because this is like an early PS3 game. This is one of our businesses that we have to go to. Oh look, it's like they just draw a picture of what it is. It's like a scythe and an axe. It says Yoroju. What does it say here? Arigata Ken or basho? Arigata ya. I'm not sure what that would be. I want to go talk to that guy who was over here. Just like in regular Yakuza, there's like a lot of little back streets with people. I love it. Ashita mo kiru de. I'll come back tomorrow. He's saying, on that street over there, that's where the shop is. And you can see it's this guy who's pointing. He's pointing to that street. I love the flavor text in Yakuza. I also love that they'll replay the flavor text because I'm not necessarily fast enough at reading to read it on the first try. But we don't have to read it on the first try. So this is interesting because I'm pretty sure it's written right to left, which is how a lot of ancient Japanese used to be written. Yeah, because you can see this one going up to down, the kanji for ten, which you just, if you're looking pattern recognition style, that top kanji there is the kanji here that's on the right. So like they're writing it right to left, which not done that often anymore in like modern actual Japan, like in modern Japan on street signs. You see it one in every like 50, or maybe once in every 100 street signs you'll see one of these right to left. But it's very common in older Japanese. So it's like ten C? I'm not sure what that kanji would be. Let's take a look at this one. Nope, don't know. Oh wait. Man-no. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, great camera angle, Nick. うちの店の1000 something no これ oh, is that word we learned? Kakemawari. Yeah. Let's actually read the thing about kakemawari, because I don't think we ever did. It's saying mainly the you know, this place the shop's kind of like typical function, it carries a particular role, and it's talking about like violent customers. The shop's tsuke, which I still don't know. I gotta read like a Wikipedia article about this tsuke role, because I'm kind of curious. They keep talking about it, and I missed the thing where they explain. We didn't really read the one where they explain that. Oh, the tsuke might be the guy who gets the money. I guess that would kind of make sense. The money collector guy. It might be the money collector guy. So with violent customers, like the money collector guy will go around taking people's, you know, collecting their the money that they're giving. その他ざまざまな問題の解決に当たる So like it kind of also deals with other types of problems, like various other problems around the shop. Oh, I think we did kind of read this one a little bit, because I remember it kind of like in every like fix it all guy kind of guy, sort of like Kiryu was with as I said last time, with the Hostess Club, where he sort of did a little bit of everything. So in Kiryu's case, they're saying this is specifically calling out Kiryu. I gotta look up the kanji that comprise this word. Let's actually take a look at it, because it's the name of our character. I believe they refer to him as Kiryu, but I've never seen these characters together. So it's pronounced Kiryu. Kiryu. And what is this character here? I have no idea what that character is supposed to mean. Kiryu. Yeah, so his name is Kiryu. Interesting that it's a different view than the kind of view that Dragon would be. I always thought that Kiryu's name was like because the character for Dragon was in it. Anyway, it's saying in this case for Kiryu, you know, coming from this shop, he would you know, do the work to obtain all of the donations, and then you know, he would kind of like amass his the donations himself, I guess. I think they're saying that he might make some money on the side. Anyway, so he's saying the special kakemawari guy that they got 金もすみません I think he's saying like I don't have the money to pay, you know, I'm sorry, something like that. And then Kiryu saying 俺はこの店ので一人でやってんだ悪いがどの店にもこれするつもりはね I think he's saying like you know, I'm not really here to do my thing with you. Like I don't really have any beef with you right now. You know, and I'm just one guy. I think he's saying like I only do stuff like that with shops that are kind of like past due or like not holding up their end of the bargain. そうですか。でも気が代わりあったら言ってくださいな。これの人からならいつでもこれしません。Something like is that right? So then I'll kind of change my tune whenever it comes to that you know, talking about this people of this profession. You know, and whenever I see one of these guys, I'll kind of change my tune, something like that. So Kiryu kind of informed this guy a little bit of the error of his ways. That was a nice, non-violent confrontation. Gotta appreciate when you get to have one of those. I'm curious what the fights will be like in this game because this will be in Yakuza 1. Just to give you guys the context, because we played the remasters, but in Yakuza 1 on the PS2 and Yakuza 2, it had to go to a load screen every time you fought somebody. So there weren't as many fights. Yakuza Kiwami kind of added in a lot more fight scenarios, but it was still really annoying. Also, it was a load screen every time I had to change the camera angle, just for a split second, but it was enough to be really annoying as well. Whenever it changed the camera angle in the city, because you couldn't just do this. I never played Yakuza 2, but I assume it was kind of the same on PS2 as the Yakuza 1 was. So this in itself, like, the camera stuff is pretty revolutionary for the series, but then also, I'm curious what the fights are going to be like, you know. It might be kind of like a step down pacing-wise from what the Kiwami remasters are. Have we talked to this guy? Oh, here we go. He's talking about this shop as well. So this guy's like a Shukutori no otoko. So maybe that means like he's a man, like a culinary man, like a chef. I've never seen it written like that though. 料亭は行った方がええで。ちと高いが味は格別やで。So he's saying something like maybe that means like the owner, like a restaurant owner. I think he's saying the person who owns the restaurant like went away. No, I think he's saying that this restaurant is like a good place. I've never seen it written like this though. This must be like ancient Japanese. You have to realize too that like a lot of the stuff they write will be probably written in a form of Japanese that's different than modern, such as if you think about when you're reading Lord of the Rings, it's different than reading like a modern day set novel, like fantasy and ancient times, stuff that's depicting ancient times. Like in Lord of the Rings, they might say like thou art doing this, which is totally different than saying like you are doing this. So I'm guessing that this is like an old way to say restaurant. So you might be saying like this restaurant's good, it's a little expensive, but the flavor is you know, kind of out of this world. Alright, so before we do any of these shops, let's just go save it, which I know we didn't technically make any progress, but I just want to save the fact that we talked to all these people in case that comes into play for some reason. Because I'm just assuming that we're going to die in whatever first combat encounter, if there is a combat encounter during these parts. Just because we might not be able to read the instructions fast enough. Gotta know your strengths, know your weaknesses. Nanya? What's that? Nanika, ikaga desu ka? I think he's saying, like, what do you want? I don't know what word he's using for that, though. I just made one up. Irashai. 何を欲しいですか? So this is the guy who owns the, I forget what they call it. It's like, I think it's like a general goods store, which looking around that seems kind of likely. They have sandals and sake containers and drapery and fans. Because the two kanji that comprise the name of the store is man, which means 10,000, and then store. So it's like a 10,000 store. And man sometimes is used to represent the concept of like everyone. So I'm assuming it means like a store for everyone. Anyway, the guy's saying, welcome. What can I help you with? いや、客じゃねえ。これの事故で集金に来た。Nope, I'm not a customer. I came to collect. 少々待っとくれやす。Yes. Please, excuse me for a second. Wait 1 second. ではこれで here you go then. Okay, so we did it. It's saying the money collection from the Everybody store, from the general goods store, has been collected. Oh look, now they're explaining what the store is. So let's take a look at it again. It's pronounced Yorozuya. 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 I feel like I should be keeping a notebook of what all these things are, so I don't have to keep looking at them here. 生活に必要な様々の that's not right. 収集? Something like that. Let's say 種類の細々とした Yeah, so what it is, it's saying you can buy goods here that are useful for everyday life. All different kinds of things for everyday life. So it's a general goods store. 確かに、消耗 And a shomon is a person who keeps the records, I guess. Like a record keeper. ある事実の証明する文章のこと。金品の Yeah, it's like keeping a record of all the people who borrow from them and, you know, proof that they gave it back and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, he's saying 確かに消耗の返すぞ saying certainly I'll bring this back to the record, the bookkeeper. Let's call him bookkeeper. Go Kuro, the Kuro-san desu. He's saying like I don't know what what he means by this, but he's saying something like you know, the manual laborer. No, it's not manual labor. It's like the suffering party. Maybe because he's saying he put them at an inconvenience. Like, sorry for the inconvenience is what that means, I'm guessing. So no big problems with this first shop on the list. I'm assuming that the third one is going to have the big problem. あとは茶屋と質屋だな. She's saying like after this I have to go to the tea store and the quality goods store, whatever that means. Oh, can I go in here? This is like a dream something store. Or Ageya. Gion. So it's saying in the middle of Gion's red light district or colored street. I'm guessing it means red light. I don't actually know. He's saying the hostess girls, I think is what that means. They do something here. So it mata kiru ka. Saying do it. Saying like I've already been here. I'm not sure why you would say that though. I probably got that wrong. Oh, what's this thing over to the side? Can I go through here? Oh, look at that. Secret passage. So this is like a shrine? Yeah, I've seen shrines too that are at like a corner like this. I wonder what the sort of like cultural significance of putting it at a corner like that is. Something seems to be doable with this shrine though. So it's saying like investigate the shrine. Oh, I can save. Oh, so I must have had a household shrine inside of my in my home. And that's why we're able to save at home. But so then we can save at any of these shrines, I guess. And this is consistent with Yakuza 1 and 2 because Kiwami remasters, they let you save anywhere. But now that I'm thinking about it, in Yakuza 1, you used to have to save at a phone booth. You could save there and also change your inventory at the phone booth. And this must be kind of like the alternative for a phone booth in this game. I totally forgot about that. So these are more guys praying at a shrine. I don't think this is the same shrine we were at before, though. Maybe it is, actually. Yeah, I went through this thing. I probably had taken a shortcut to this part of the city. And there were guys right here, if it's the same one. Yeah, this is it. So let's take a look at this store, whatever it is. We can talk to this guy. He's a customer, but who is selling the stuff? Oh, this might be the quality goods. Because yeah, it's saying これに室に Duska. So it's saying like this is the exit from the quality goods store. Let's talk to this guy. あんたも、いらないものは質屋に、売ってしまえ。結局 Is that what that is? No, I don't think that's what that is. 金になるで。He's saying like you also his name is the man who's inspecting good, the man who's like the man who has details about the quality goods store. He's saying something like you know, the goods that they have at this quality goods store for sale, there might be something wrong with them. I'm not entirely sure though. Okay. So I can't tell how that's supposed to be pronounced. It's too distinctive a font. It says like do something suya. Yeah, I can't tell what that is supposed to be. We'll probably... Oh, wait. When he says it here, it'll give us the option to press triangle. We'll know how to pronounce it. I'm curious what that hiragana is supposed to be right there. It did not have it in there. Wow, it's a pretty big store. It looks like multiple people can kind of, almost like a little strip mall. Yoku mite te ya. So like, take a good look. Maido. これでか? インシロか? Not sure exactly what he's saying. He's saying like, I think he's mistaking us for a person who comes in all the time. Saying like the usual, this thing, that thing. 客じゃねえ。これから、この店からつけ、こう、let's say 高級に来たぜ。So saying like I'm not a customer, I'm coming from the you know, whatever, the place that's collecting the money. I'm the tsuke. Hi hi. 用意しております saying like yep I understand, you know, hang out for a second, or 用意お大門前昇格 saying like the little, it's like something in front of the gate. I think he might be saying he already gave the money to somebody. Ah, なんで? こんな面倒なことしてんだ. So like what's this? You're giving me a hard time? Yeah. What is this supposed to be? Like what's the B there? I don't know. Let's just say 今日祇園のこれでおましゃろ よし。これにでも、入られた日には、目も当たれまへん。Something like, no. Around here, like just today, I think he's trying to say, this was supposed to happen. Like somebody came in here and, I didn't really get a good look at him. Maybe something like that. So he might be saying that the guy took his money, not that he gave the money to him. このところにが一番安全なんですが、うちの財連の代わりにもしわしてもろてます。Saying something like, it's like the kind of the safest place to be, like the number one safest place to be is in that spot. But my, maybe like the companion who was with him kind of changed it. I don't even know what word that's supposed to be. He's kind of playing for time. あれへん。どっかに、客どうしたんよろか He's saying like, what's that? Is there a customer trying to do something here? どうした? Like what? Why? Okay. At this point, we're gonna have to see what this word means because we've seen it enough times. Let's take a look.